Hello, welcome to this edition of Mustang Minute here on the Brown and Gold Network at smsumustangs.com. I'm Kelly Loft, Athletic Communications Director at Southwest Minnesota State University, and as you can tell, it's hot part of the wrestling season here in the Mustang Wrestling Room, and with us here on this week's show is Mustang Wrestling head coach Jesse Nelson. And coming up on Sunday, February 28th, the Mustangs will be competing at the Super Regional 3 tournament in Aberdeen, South Dakota, a chance for the wrestling squad to send as many as 10 wrestlers to the national championships. And, Coach, it's been an exciting year. I'm sure you guys are ready now to get back at it this Sunday for a chance to get the national championships.
Yeah, we're looking forward to this weekend. Obviously, our region's very competitive. We have 4 of the top-ranked teams in the country in our region. Our guys are excited. We've had a good weekend last weekend against Mankato State, and I think that really gave our guys some confidence to go into that tournament to know that they can wrestle with anybody.
Give the fans watching on their computers how it works at the regional championship. How do you qualify to the national championships?
You have to place in the top 4, so it's a 8-team region. Top 4 qualify with a true 4th match. So if you end up in that 4th place spot and the guy that's 5th place, you haven't wrestled yet, you might have to wrestle yet. So that doesn't guarantee you just because you got 4th that you're in. So you could have to wrestle a true 4th place match. Yeah,
it truly is great wrestling. Last year we hosted it here at Southwest Minnesota State. And talk about some of the wrestlers that obviously you're excited for all of them that have a chance to compete, but some that have had some great seasons that you expect maybe some big things coming up on Sunday.
Well, I think, we have some great shots, some individuals that I think that have a real good possibility of qualifying in the national tournament. Our Brandon Shunk, he's had a great year, 12-6 record, just beat one of the top guys in the region last weekend against Mankato State. Damon Carter had a rough week last weekend, but very capable of making it to the national tournament. Has been qualified or ranked as high as 6th in the nation. C.D. Johnson, that weight category, 184, is just going to be a crazy weight. This guy's beat this guy, this guy's beat this guy, so, he's really focused and ready to go and right there. So I think he's got a great possibility. And then Brian Rodas, I think he's coming out of football. He's wrestled 13 matches, I now believe, 9-4. Just beat another third-ranked guy in the region last weekend. He's exciting. He's exciting to watch, and I think, the nice thing for him is he's getting in the swing of things right now. So hopefully this weekend's a great weekend for him.
And, of course, it just takes one good day of wrestling and you have a chance, so it's open for anybody. And Coach Nelson now finishing up his 3rd season at Southwest. And talk about the progress that you think your program has made. The numbers are up, or competing against the likes of Minnesota State, Mankato, and nearly knocking them off. The progress you think that your squad's made in 3 years and can go in the future.
Well, I think, last weekend I think we're proving that we're up and coming. Not satisfied by any means, but, I think, you put 40 guys in a wrestling room and guys that believe in what's going on around here and believe in the tradition of the wrestling program that we've had. We had 58 All-Americans here, 3 national champs, so there's a great tradition here, and I think, we're going to be right in the mix of things. We have some great guys that are redshirting, and, I think the future looks bright for Mustang Wrestling.
No doubt. Thanks a lot, Jesse, for being on this episode of Mustang Minute, and best of luck in Aberdeen.
Thank you, Kelly.
That's Jesse Nelson, head coach for the Mustang Wrestling Squad. Again, they'll be at the Region Championships on Sunday, February 28th in Aberdeen, South Dakota. We apologize we haven't been on much here at Mustang Minute. Very busy times here at SMSU, but we plan to be on more here the next few months as we head into the spring season. And, of course, it's still busy time for our winter sports. We've got Mustang women's and men's basketball concluding the regular season on Saturday, February 27th in Aberdeen, South Dakota, taking on Northern State. And hopefully the Mustangs will continue postseason play or get into postseason play at the NSIC Sanford Health men's and women's basketball tournament starting up in March. And, of course, we have wheelchair basketball. They'll be hosting the national championships here in Marshall at the RA facility on March 19th and 20th. We'll have much more information on that. It's already on our website if you go to the wheelchair basketball page, but we're excited to have the national championships here for wheelchair basketball in mid-March. Also, spring sports. Baseball has already started. Softball starts this weekend up in St. Cloud at the Husky Dome, and they'll have 4 games this Saturday and Sunday, and then baseball and softball both heading south down to the Orlando area for games during the spring break here for Southwest Minnesota State. And also, tennis has started up their season, and they continue here the next few weeks with play around the state of Minnesota indoors as we wait for the winter to finally end and get to spring and we get back outside for our spring sports. Again, you can keep up with the Mustangs all season long. We're on Twitter, We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. You can sign up for text messaging free and get all the results for Mustang Athletics right there, right to your cell phone with text messaging. Again, thanks for checking out this week's edition of Mustang Minute. We'll be back more here during the spring couple of months, so check back here at the Brown and Gold Network here at smsumustangs.com. I'm Kelly Loft, Athletic Communications Director. Until next time, go Mustangs.